We are living on a concocted Earth. It has been held in a straitjacket by minority forces for at least 5,000 years of what we'll call modern civilization. A Reagan briefing that was given for the president in 1981, saying that our government knew and was studying and collaborating with 5 extraterrestrial biological entities. And that on a list of 5, 1, they call the EBENs as an acronym of that phrase, extraterrestrial biological entities. The next 2 on the list were made genetically by the one on top. So 2 are in the category of autonomous robots, but they're not machines, they're organic. So that means that 2 civilizations out on different planets were made by a prime intelligence. We are beginning to experiment with making autonomous robots, and we're moving into the organic world of cyborgs and making androids and clones that will start out being something that will take human direction. But when does that stop? A prime intelligence is that which has an original source, has evolved organically, and reaches a place of advanced state, mind, body, spirit. That's the assumption of a prime intelligence. If we hadn't had the briefing, we would never have known that the big-nosed greys, by our government's definition, are genetically manipulated and created androids by the EBENs. The abductees that I had interviewed had been exposed to tubes in which there were human bodies, extraterrestrial bodies, all kinds of bodies, and telepathically the EBENs explained to the humans that had been abducted that they could use a cloning mechanism. All they need is some cells from inside of your mouth, and then they can make a whole one of you, no baby stage, at any age that they want. If we are dealing with advanced beings who can just take sperm, eggs, cells from somebody, put it in this technology, you, me, where there could be a whole bunch of us, duplicated, triplicated, that we don't know that exactly you, me, anybody could be on other planets, all part of a network test in which the bottom line would all have souls, or only the original one from which the genetic material was taken. And if there is some huge value having to do with a soul, and a lot of the non-humans don't have one, that same conversation leads to, who are these 1%ers that have been manipulating and bullying and pushing this world around for the last at least 5,000 years? Are the 1% that control Earth so less? It is actually a fundamental and very relevant question. It is not sci-fi. What percentage of the current 7 billion are Homo sapiens sapiens? My own personal guess, based on everything I've been exposed to, is maybe 70%. The 30% now on planet Earth are ET, human hybrids. Why should any population of 7 billion consciousnesses, and hopefully most of them having souls, why should they be allowed to be kept in a concocted planet, completely in the dark, on purpose? We can't have those kinds of dialogues until there is an entire political announcement with headlines this big: we are not alone in this universe. And once that has happened, then everything shifts in a paradigm where we have the true nature of our planet, the true nature of our universe, but more than anything else, the true nature of what Homo sapiens sapien is.
This is the big picture of what's really going on. Most of these negative gray AIs, they're a biological entity that is an artificial intelligence. And so this is what they're trying to do to humans. They're trying to basically wrap you into a one world artificial intelligent being that then can sort of move you wherever it wants to, as well as eliminate you on will and so on. So this is what they've done. This is what they're in the process of doing. And we've all, again, elected to be part of this really bizarre situation and challenging game that's being played here on Earth.
The original technology was given to our government by the Greys. Now, the reason was that our scientists were all excited because we could have spare parts. If you need a heart or a liver or anything, you won't have any rejection. It's your own DNA. Your physical reality that you have, based on this physical life that you have, this dream, is made up of the experiences that is impregnated on your body and in your mind. Your soul memory is another thing. Since the body's very physical, and we just got you making a physical being in a few months for spare parts. They said, now we've got the perfect deal. How can we have that work better? Well, if you go to the hospital today and get an encephalogram, what's that? That's the memory of your conscious mind. It's on the CD. Let's download it on this being. Now we got a walking, talking duplicate that has the total memory that you have, because we just took it off of your own mind. They're people. Remember, these people can think and act, but they don't have soul. Soulless beings.
That's true.
Now we have another agenda that's going on. There are many extraterrestrials that would like to be in on the game right now, so they can sometimes will come into these physical beings that we've made to manipulate them.